Howdy y'all, welcome to Adventures with Kendall. And today's adventure will take us to the General Grant Grove of Kings Canyon National Park to check out the nation's Christmas tree itself, the General Grant. I can't wait to take you to see this amazing Sequoia tree. So let's get going and check out the General Grant tree. After our first video about the Sequoia trees, let's talk about the most famous of them all, the General Grant, the nation's Christmas tree. The story of the naming of this tree is pretty controversial. The first story indicates that lumberman Joseph Hardin Thomas discovered the tree in 1862 and claimed to have named it in honor of then General Ulysses S. Grant. However, most park historians credit the naming to pioneer Lucretia P. Baker of Porterville, California, who camped near the tree with her family on August 20th, 1867. Afterwards, Miss Baker received a letter from President Grant himself thanking her for the honor. Well, despite the letter suggesting that she named the tree, lumberman Hudson D. Barton's assertion that the tree was already named General Grant supports Thomas's claim, since it was measured in 1866. This tree has inspired thousands of people every year. And this sets the stage for our next story, how it became the nation's Christmas tree. As the story goes, in 1924, a little girl was visiting the trees with her father and asked if it would take a lot of lights to make it their Christmas tree. R.J. Sr., the president of the Sanger Chamber of Commerce, overheard this and later mentioned the possibility of making the General Grant Sanger's Christmas tree. Charles E. Lee, the secretary of the Chamber of Commerce, further suggested that it be made into the nation's Christmas tree. At noon Christmas Day, 1925, R.J. Sr. and Charles E. Lee held the first Yuletime service beneath the tree. On April 28, 1926, President Coolidge, at Lee's urging, designated General Grant the nation's Christmas tree. Every year thereafter, at 2:30 p.m. on the second Sunday in December, the Sanger District Chamber of Commerce, in cooperation with the National Park Service, has sponsored the Trek to the Nation's Christmas Tree, which is a holiday celebration in which people gather to sing, pray, and pay tribute to this wonder of nature. On March 29, 1956, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed legislation which declared the tree a national shrine to honor armed forces who fought and died to preserve American heritage and freedom. On Veterans Day, November 11th of that year, Fleet Admiral Chester Nimitz, representing the President, formally dedicated General Grant as a national shrine during a ceremony beside the tree. It is the only living thing so designated as such. Today, the General Grant Grove is a fun place to explore within the Kings Canyon National Park. This grove has a nice loop of trails where you can explore the many trees within the area, such as Lincoln, Fallen Monarch, Oregon, and California, with the main attraction being the General Grant tree itself. With a height of 267.4 feet, or 81.5 meters, this tree is the second largest giant sequoia by trunk volume, with the General Sherman in the giant forest grove being the biggest with an estimated extra 2 feet. The sheer beauty of the General Grant tree is something you have to see in real life. its size and grandeur are enough to inspire awe for anyone looking at this tree for the first time. It's even more impressive to see the incredible burnt scar it has, showing how strong these sequoia trees are. And that was the story of the General Grant, the nation's Christmas tree. Hope to see you soon on my next adventure. But until then, see you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.